encourage you to come get involved in this. If you are running for a position, it will be very helpful to say you've been involved, you've been through this leadership immersion experience. So definitely, this is going to be really great. You're going to be working directly with the board members, and myself will have leadership training, leadership workshops, and a lot of materials for you to read, and also for you to actually experience. Because we don't want you just to read things, we want you to actually experience it. You get to understand the inner working of HESA, and that's what this is about. So, if you go to the HESA website, I'll show you really quickly. This is our Facebook page. If you go to hesa.dce.harvard.edu, I'm sorry, it loads up first right here off the bat, HESA Leadership Immersion Program, and the application is right here. It's an online application to fill out, and the applications are due, you'll see here, due by March 19th, and notifications by March 23rd. So definitely, this is a great program, and it's definitely something you want to get involved in if you're thinking about leadership and you really want to take it to the next level. And I'll just add here quickly, you'll see the word serious. There is a commitment here. I don't want to scare people off, but I do want you to understand the seriousness of this. Like, don't waste your time or waste the leaders that are already doing stuff. Don't waste anybody's time. If you're not serious about this, you probably shouldn't be getting involved. This is for people that are really serious, that want to take it to the next level, and so I'll just make that note quickly, because you're not going to do as well, you're not going to get as much out of the program unless you're serious and you're willing to commit. There's going to be meetings, phone calls, web videos, chats, all sorts of things. So you're going to definitely, it's going to be some time commitment, but it's going to be a really great experience. So that was that. Look at this, we're moving quickly through the agenda, doing really well. So next up is the Constitution update. So I think I mentioned everything about that. So Erin Williams, Vice President, is going to come up and talk a little bit more about this. And let me make sure I bring it up here for a second. Turn around and shake hands with someone really quick.
I'll shake your hand. Well, you never know. Yeah, no, it's fine.
They're using it small.
All right. All right, we're going to get a quick update from Odessa. She had to step out. She's going to quickly talk about the commencement gala. And it's her daughter's birthday today, so
We can sing quickly.
happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear daughter. Happy birthday to you.
as Philip probably told you, I had to step up for a minute with her. We're having our commencement gala on the 25th, which is the Friday after commencement. It's a beautiful venue, Globe House. If anyone's interested in walking by, it's at 17 Quincy Street. We're really excited about putting this together. Did anyone attend the commencement gala last year?
I wanted to.
Okay. So you can look at some of the pictures. There are pictures up online. This year we're hoping to have some beautiful jazz, classical music. Does anyone like to eat? I mean, let's be for real. Part of the reason you're here is because you want to eat some food. No, so yeah, we'll have some hors d'oeuvres. We'll have dinner. Our parents will be in town for the graduation, so we want to show them a good time. And at the same time, we will meet with the Alumni Association. So those of you who are still wanting to be involved will be able to connect and continue services through that measure. Is there anything else?
That's great.
All right, so that's it. So if you'd like to get involved and help me with this, please come and speak with me after we break out into the breakout sessions, and be excited about it. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to jump into the Constitution discussion, and as I mentioned, you can see here something at the top. It says proposed April 2006. Some of you have seen this. I hope it's on the website. So this is definitely something that has been in the works for quite a while, and we're really excited that we're making great progress on this. Thank you. And Aaron's going to really push forward with this, and I'm really excited because we've been able to put this into practice, and now we're just formalizing it in a constitution, which is really outstanding. And you will all have an opportunity to view this in detail. It's going to be posted up on the website, so you'll be able to check it out. I'm really excited about it. I think it's really great. We're going to be talking about it at this GA meeting, the next GA meeting, and the next GA meeting as well. So, and we may have a special session as well. So it's going to be really great. It's really good for our student community, and I can't wait for you guys to check it out. I think you're going to like it. So, Aaron, take it over.
So I'm going to give you all a little mood lighting.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. The rule's right. So I was in here a little bit earlier setting up and playing with the AV, and that's where I found that trick. And Philip and I were discussing the Constitution. He said, yeah, make sure, keep it fun and keep it light. And yeah, it's a Constitution, and I feel like we all should wear powdered wigs if we're going to talk about it. But we don't have to do that. I'm not sure I can make it fun, but I can make it quick and make sure I tell you about the really important components of it. And so this is kind of how it's going. He showed you that we had a provisional constitution that was enforced from 2006. Actually, at the bottom of the document, it talks about the provisional terms and that it expires in 2 years from then. So we're operating under an expired constitution, and while it has a lot of really good content and it was developed thoughtfully, HESA has grown. It's grown considerably since then, thanks to the build of people like Philip, and he's in the back. I turned off the lights, you can't see him, but past President Andre Bissessor is with us. Definitely responsible for moving HESA ahead too, so thank you, Andre. And so we're bigger, we're operating differently than when that took place in 2006. And so there have been other attempts in previous years to try and get a permanent constitution going. For whatever reasons, they've stalled. Sometimes they've become contentious or got stuck in the constitutional convention phase. So we did things differently, and we said we're not going to do anything dramatic or change it drastically. We're going to keep the bare bones what's been working, and then we're just going to codify what we've been doing the past few years, and it's working for us, and hopefully will work for future generations. And if it doesn't, then they can amend it. So to that end, we've got two parts to this, and what you'll see tonight and after tonight on the HESA Connect website is the Constitution. That's the first component. That's you know, broader concepts, nothing too radical. It just talks about kind of, you know, basic operating strategy from the 10,000-mile view. Beyond that are the bylaws. And the bylaws are going to be more specific, but they're also going to be more easily amended. So if they don't work for the next administration or the administration after that, no worries, they can change it without much to do. So,
Oh, it's on the other screen.
there we go. All right.
That's wrong.
Who's here? Okay. All right, so anyhow, what we've got here is a little preface, boring. I won't bore you with that. Here we have articles of incorporation, and the thought behind this is that HESA is growing. It deserves to be a permanent body. It deserves recognition on a kind of legal level, so we want to incorporate with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. We are going to sit down with members of the administration, the Dean of Students office, and discuss it with them, but it's something we need to get done, and it will help us in the long run. It will help us with our tax status. It will help us to raise money. And so this is all very standard language, all boilerplate. I couldn't have come up with it on my own. It's all good, I promise you. All right, there's my address. You can send me chocolates. Then we get into the Constitution. And so this, if you're familiar with the 2006 Constitution, God bless you, and most of this is the same. It's the same name of the organization. Our purpose is the same, broadly to represent the interests and concerns of the student body. That's what we're all here for. It talks about membership. Philip smacks, scrolls in reverse. And then it goes back into the Articles of Common, the Articles of Incorporation, which are basically have to be in your Constitution. So all that's repeated. So then it gets into your elected officers, your directors, your office of the president committee, etc. And so obviously this isn't the forum to go through this line by line. I can take a couple of questions at the end if anybody has them. But what we're going to do is put this up on the HESA Connect website, largely to drive traffic there. It's going to be an invaluable resource, so we want people to go there, get familiar with HESA Connect, get your login, spend some time there. It's going to be a great resource for our community. We're going to put it up there. It'll hopefully be there tonight. If not tonight, it'll go up sometime over the weekend. So please stop by and take a look. We're going to have a dedicated email address where you can send any feedback. If you find like a comma splice that you don't like, you can tell us. If you've got a bigger issue, please let us know. This isn't, two guys in a room writing a constitution. It's for everybody, honestly. So please do send us your feedback. And we're also obviously going to have open discussion of it at forthcoming General Assemblies. This is just the first stage. And so to continue, it deals with things like elections, voting, tenure, vacancy. I'm only showing you this now so that you get a sense of the Constitution as opposed to what goes in the bylaws. So this is all really broad, really basic stuff. It's important, it's essential. I hope you'll take a look at it and send us a note on what to think about it. And we have a timeline in place to get this done before the end of the semester. It's important to us. And it's important for the perpetuation of HESA and for continuation. Speaking of continuation, I'll plug the immersion program once again. I thought I heard somebody murmur while I was sitting there, what does it cost? There's no fee, it's free. So if somebody was asking that question, don't let that stop you. No charge. All right, so.
Wait a minute. We can charge?
Oh, well, wait a second now. We're for profit. All right, let's turn these back on. All right. Did anybody have just any basic questions about the Constitution, the timeline, or anything?
Is this available?
Is it available?
To look at?
Yes, sir. It's going to be up on the HESA Connect website. We might get it up there tonight. If not, then over the weekend. Definitely by Monday at the latest.
Yeah, and we've been having meetings. Like I said, come out to the Thursday meetings if you want to get more involved. And we'll have more specific meetings just for this. So you're welcome to come and attend. Those will be publicized for you to come join. So this is great. I think Aaron's doing a great job pushing this forward. And every initiative kind of has a team leader that's really pushing them forward. Like Odessa is working with the commencement gala. Aaron's been really pushing this one forward. So let's give him a hand one more time. Thank you, Aaron.
There were no other questions, right?
This is basically just to introduce this, and if you have, there's a dedicated email you mentioned, the Constitution at HESA.dce, harvard.edu is there on the agenda. Is that? Yep, so you can definitely send any thoughts, feedback, cheers, or anything there. All right, and we want you guys to be involved. It's our Constitution, all of us, so we want you guys to be involved and help in this process. Obviously, getting it started, if we had 100 people trying to get to this point where it is now, we probably wouldn't be to this point now. So we wanted to get to this point, and then we can hash out and reconstruct. So it's going to be great. I think it's great for our community, and the incorporation is also a positive move forward. So exciting stuff. All right, so we're going to have some special announcements. I think I wasn't expecting to have the director of the environmental program here tonight. Why don't you come on down and just say a quick hello as well. All right.
We are now one of the largest programs in the extension school with 350 admitted candidates. And thanks to all you good people. And thanks to the good job that Phil and his wonderful team of officers do. You've got one heck of an organization, one of the best in any college in America. A couple of quick things. If you're interested in seashells, on Tuesday night next week, Valerie and I are hosting a private tour of the new seashell exhibit at the Harvard Museum of Natural History at 8 o'clock. So if you like seashells, you want to go to the Harvard Museum of Natural History on Oxford Street there, the Rocks and Flowers Animal Museum, go up the left stone steps to room 101, and shortly after 8 we'll give a tour behind there. And also on the 9th, if you've got anybody interested in the oceans, we're doing a free program at the Boston Public Library, the Rab Theater, from 9:30 to 12:30 on the oceans of opportunities for people with careers in the oceans. And on the weekend, we go to Danvers to the Boston Sea Rovers program, bostonsearovers.org. And I want to congratulate my friend who we survived the Woodstock of Harvard on the 375th together over there. So, thank you.
And it's great to see Andre Besesar, past president, here as well, HESA president. Thanks for coming out tonight. And his wife Natalie as well. It's great to see you here. And we have Reverend Diane Hobson, who's going to come talk to us about the Christian Fellowship.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
And it's great an honor to God for allowing me to be here tonight. And I thank all of you for coming out tonight, and may each of you have a very safe trip home, and I pray that you will make it there safely. I would like to thank you, Mr. President, to all of the students from the Extension School, from the alumni and guests. I always usually start my talk by giving a brief commercial. So whatever I say, just know that this is only a commercial. All right, here we go. Fire, fire, run for yours! How do you put out a fire? With this, water. Are you drinking enough water for today? The experts say that you're supposed to divide your weight by 2. And that's how much water you should be drinking on a daily basis. You count those ounces. Some of you are looking at me like, what are you talking about? So that's letting me know you're not drinking enough water. Okay, it can't be helpful. So that's just letting you know, it's giving you an idea of some of the things that we'll be doing in the Christian Fellowship. I would like to, at this point, thank Michelle Blanc, as many of you know that she's now the president of the Harvard Extension Alumni Association, and Catherine Blake, who pushed kind of hard to make this Christian fellowship come into fruition. And I'd also like to thank President Stewart. Thank you so much. We'd like to share with you a couple of things that's going to be happening, activities. And we'll make it real quick, and that will be from March 9th, 16th, and 23rd. We will be doing regular sessions at the 51 Gravel Street from 5:30 to 7:30. And we will be looking at scriptures that will be dealing with relationships, life skills, and health. On the 30th and April 6th, we will be also, since it's around the Easter time, we will be looking at having a dinner and a movie, and we will be watching Passion of the Christ. The Passion of the Christ. How many of you have seen this movie already, The Passion of the Christ? Okay. So if you haven't seen it, then this is a good time. We're going to offer it twice, just give everyone an opportunity to see that movie at that time. And all of these dates that I'm giving you will be on Saturday. Now, how many of you feel a little too stressed out? Get ready to go into midterm and finals soon. How many of you feel like you might be a little bit stressed out? Okay. Well, the Christian Fellowship is coming your way. And we're bringing to you the day spa. We would like to offer to each of you a free facial that will be given on Fridays, starting on April the 20th, and we will have that on 4 Fridays. We will do free facials, just to get rid of the stress. So if you're not stressed out from school, it may work. So hopefully this will help you to make it through the end and take advantage of some of these, all of these beautiful activities that are going on with us. Okay, so we hope to see each of you come out and take advantage of not only joining the Christian Fellowship, but we would like for you to come out and get a facial. We might add a little bit to it, maybe do a little massaging as well. So we want to kind of baby you a little bit and let you know that the Harvard Extension Alumni Association cares about you. Thank you.
And I failed to do the official announcement, the full introduction here. I didn't do the full introduction. Diana's also the president of the Harvard Toastmasters on campus. So how many of you know about the Toastmasters? All right, most of you. So you maybe already know Diana. That's great. She's a member of the Federal Club of Boston, a former D2 area governor and club coach for District 31 Toastmasters. She received their Distinguished Toastmasters Award. There's a lot of toasting going on. It's the highest recognition you can achieve in Toastmasters. And she's also the president and founder of Global Exchange Bible Institute, Incorporated. And she's a senior pastor, chaplain, author, facilitator, motivational speaker, life coach, and mediator. The U.S. Attorney General's Office, the Superior Court of Arizona, John Marshall Law School, Harvard Law School Program on Negotiation, etc. It goes on for a while. And she's also at the Divinity School now, is right? You're accepted to the Divinity School. Did you start this year?
This is my first year.
This is your first year. Congratulations. So thank you, Diane, once again. Very good. And she led in very well to our next guest, who's also from the Harvard Extension Alumni Association, Payal, from the executive board. Let's make her welcome. You want to put this on? We're all heading in this direction.
This is how good you can look. Once you graduate.
That's fine, yeah. That's upside down. Perfect.